Ooh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Bears fans. Good morning. It's cold out there.
It's a chilly one in the Midwest, boys and girls. So weather report so far at Soldier Field, gonna be cold, windy, possible snow. So we might get a little snow globy.
Oh, yeah.
Precipitation, winds gusting up to 20 miles an hour.
Woo.
Um,
It's a gusty day down there by the lake. But let's get this intro going and we'll get right into this.
Sounds good. Never let it rain. Never let it rain. Good gets better. And you better get better. On three, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Bright and
Giants
early.
week.
Good morning, Bears fans. Yeah, Giants. A wounded Giants team. We need to capitalize. Thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think, this is kind of that last game in the stretch where the Bears are favored. Probably their last, I don't want to call it easy game because none of them are easy, but
Yeah.
the last one where everybody looks at it and says the Bears should win this,
Yeah.
no
Yep.
problem. So,
And you got to win those too. I beat this drum again of being a PTSD Bears fan. These are the games where like you go in nonchalant, drink a little extra, eat a little bit more, thinking this is going to be a walkthrough, and it ends up being a dogfight. So yeah, we got to really make sure we don't make this a dogfight. Let's put our foot on our throat and apply steady pressure for all 60 minutes.
what other coach cliche should we put on? But I think the Bears should take it one play at a time. Make sure that they're all playing for each other. They just do their job 1/11th of the total here. So we can keep rattling them off. We're pretty good at that.
Well, they got to do all. It is cliche-ish and it could be a little cringe sometimes, but it's facts, right? If you boil it down, you're like, yeah, you really need to do all those things.
It's true. The reason why they became cliches is because it's true.
Yeah. So, oh man,
Not
well,
the Giants of old. Good or
no,
bad. I mean, not the Giants that we think of, but definitely a young team. They're kind of I feel like they're where the Bears were at maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if you want to put them on the same Bears timeline.
yeah, yeah. Where have I heard that? I heard that. Well, let's get started right away here. I'm gonna pull up. This might be a good place to start before we start breaking down tales of the tape and stuff. This is the injury report for the Bears. We got quite a few names on here. This is quite the laundry list of Bears players. So we got Josh
getting
Blackwell.
a lot of people back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Josh Blackwell, he's out. TJ Edwards, breaking news. I'm sure we've all heard now. It's late enough in the week that TJ Edwards had surgery on his hand. And so he's out for today. Hopefully, we get him back with a club or cast or something. Let's get him back out there. Dominique Robinson, right? He's out. Ja'Day Walker suffered a concussion, which is unfortunate. We were just talking about that kid. We really liked him a lot.
Yeah, I was wondering why we didn't see him. Obviously, there's our answer.
Yep. And then a couple questionables, DeAndre Swift, but I'm pretty sure he'll be a go today, probably on a pitch count, but
Mhm.
we'll see him. And Durham Smythe. Um,
They brought him up from the practice squad for tight end depth. Um, they had another tight end injury. Cole Kmet in the concussion protocol, but it looks like he's supposed to be going.
yeah,
Um,
right here.
so
Yeah.
it's just kind of a depth piece there. Um, yeah, so we'll see what happens there.
Moving on to the Giants, they got quite a few players out as well.
Yeah, doing a little bit of homework while prepping for the show. They got 2 out of the 5 offensive linemen are out,
Wow.
including their center. They lost another guy, I think, to IR.
Oof.
Um, yeah, I wish our kicker was on the injury report.
Is that what we're rolling with? We're rolling with Cairo today?
It gotta be. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't officially looked it up, but if he's not on there, we haven't heard that his ass got cut. We're dealing with it.
I mean, we don't have to cut him. Just, hey, guess what, Cairo? You're out this week because of a groin.
Yeah. Ooh, I see you limping. You got an ankle.
Yeah. Because, windy, swirly winds, a little inclement,
Mhm.
wet weather. Now I really don't trust our kicking game today. Let's just score touchdowns.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. We have to punch it in today. You
Yeah.
play ground game, let's punch it in.
A lot of these guys on their list, I'm not too savvy with the Giants roster, as they haven't really been blowing us out of the water on the highlight reels every week and
No.
making the top stories, but a scrappy young team.
Yeah, I mean, they might be following the arc of the Bears here too. A lot of people think that uh first year quarterback coach might be second year quarterback, new coach. So we'll see. We'll kind of see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Um should we get diving into the numbers? You got a tail of the tape?
Yeah, we could do that, man. Let's
Yeah.
bust that out, man. Let's throw all the information out there and we'll continue to talk about the two teams and kind of see what happens. So here we go.
Yeah, definitely
All
interested to
right.
see how we measure up.
Mhm. So we talked in the midweek show quite a bit about the offense. Offense definitely been the highlight here for this team. So we'll continue with that theme and we'll stay there for this here. So points per game, we know that the Bears are scoring 26.9, which puts them sixth in the league.
Yep.
Compared to this young Giants team, 21.9 puts them at 22nd.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Passing yards, Bears are averaging 234 yards per game, puts them at 10th in the league. Compared to the Giants, 204.1, which puts them at 19th.
Okay.
He had a few games with Russell Wilson in there too. I think, well, if you remember some of those early games with Russ, he was throwing for big yards. Remember, I think it was maybe week 1 or 2 where he was just bombs away to Malik.
Yeah.
So that might have come down a little bit. With a rookie quarterback, that wouldn't surprise me. Running rush yards per game. Bears 144.4, second in the league.
Woo.
Yeah, and I think that thing's going to have to rear its head today, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Compared to the Giants, 117.9, 14th in the league. So right in the
No,
middle
that's
of the pack.
so okay, so that's really not too bad and worries me because I'd like to see that measurable versus our rush defense,
Mm,
right?
we'll get there.
Yep.
All right. Third down, offensive efficiency. Bears 42.9, eighth in the league.
Mm,
Compared to the Giants, 40%, 13th in the league.
okay.
Jackson Dart, a huge part of that uplift while doing the research. The
He
young man is
scrambles a
not,
lot.
Yeah, he's not afraid to play a little bit of hero ball on third down, and it's paying off for him.
Yep.
We've seen that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Definitely worried about that being a thorn in our side today.
Yep. And we'll get to that towards the end of the show, right? Keys to
Yes,
the
sir.
game, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. Red zone touchdown percentage on offense. Bears a slight tick up, 51.8. They went 4 for 6 against the Bengals. So that
Yeah.
helps.
There's going to be a
Compared
lot of stats helping out because of last week's game.
Yeah. Compared to the Giants, 57.1, 11th in the league. So when they get down there, ain't too shabby.
Yeah, they get in the end zone. All right.
All right, here you go. Here's the stat that you've been looking for.
Drum roll.
Defensive rushing yards per game. The Bears, 131.1, 25th in the league. Compared to the Giants, 150 yards per game, 31st in the league.
I was like, they got to be dead last.
Yeah,
Second to
their
last.
rushing defense is pretty sus, as the kids say.
Okay.
All right. Defensive passing yards per game. Bears giving up 237.6 when you give up nearly 500 to Flacco.
Yep.
25th in the league compared to the Giants, 232.1. So they're right there with the Bears, 24th. Which is interesting to me because the Giants going into the season were supposed to have this god level defensive line pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, turnover margin. I love this stat, and it's been so good for the Bears.
It's a good one.
Plus 13 for the Bears.
Plus 13. Woo!
Yeah. Okay. First in the league. Taking the ball away and not giving it up. Giants are -3, 17th in the league. So
that's what I heard too. They don't really give up the ball too much.
No,
apparently.
they take it away as much as they give it up, which isn't very often.
Yeah.
So, and that, my friend, is the tail of the tape for today.
That's it's looking like our boys up front are going to feast today. That's what that sounds like. How we're lining up, how we match up against them.
Both ways it should be, right? The offensive line should be able to serve out a few more plates of pancakes today. Let's hope. I don't know. They got Sexy Dexy in the middle. So,
yeah. Oh, wow, man. Woo. Wow. I just I just worry about our rush defense, right? If it's going to be a sloppy kind of heavyweight fight like this, I worry about getting gashed on the ground. Say we get him in critical third downs too, and Jackson Dart likes to scramble a lot, and he wants to keep moving those chains. Man, this could end up being one of those games, a back and forth affair.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about it too, especially with TJ Edwards out. I mean, he is so fast and a tackling machine. So I'm assuming Sewell's going to get the start, with Edmonds there. Now, Sewell, I mean, he's above average in the run game, and he'll come up and he'll stick you. But the running backs, if you think about the Giants, who are their running backs? Last week, Singletary, who I think is Bill's cast off. He had a pretty good game running around, so he's going to be the primary person to stop. They don't have that big breakout back, so it's going to be kind of a running back by committee. Singletary being the best of them, which he's a fine player. I mean, he's not a game breaking back by any means.
Right.
But this team likes to give up rushing yards.
That's right.
And it's like hot or cold. Have you noticed that they're giving up 180 yards or 40 for the game?
So yeah, like when we went up against oh,
Commanders.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really concerned about, oh boy, they're gonna gash us good. And they didn't. Like we held dude to like 40 yards, right? And
Mhm.
so it's like, man, oh man. Uh
Thought about it with the Saints and Elvin Kamara. He didn't do anything either.
yeah, same thing there. So I mean, was TJ Edwards involved in those games though? That's an important
Weird.
factor.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was in this case. Yeah.
So, I don't Singletary doesn't, like, make my palms sweat or anything like that. It's just he is probably good enough to just do the job,
Mhm.
get his
Yeah, he's
yardage, and
fast, he's shifty, he can run in between the tackles, he can bounce it out.
yeah,
So he's got the full package there.
and
Um, but yeah, I mean, is he gonna run over guys and house call it after breaking 3 tackles? Probably not.
right,
But I think that's gonna be the game plan for both of these teams going in. We heard what the weather's supposed to be like, 20-mile-an-hour winds.
mm,
Could be the field could be wet to begin with. Maybe a little bit of precipitation throughout the game. It seems like it was tailoring off when I was checking the weather last night. But if we're talking about the run games, let's flip it to the other side. Let's talk about the Bears a little bit.
let's do it.
So we got Monangai. Swift looks like he's a go.
Yep,
And everything looking at this Giants defense, they like to give up a ton of rushing yards outside of the tackles. So you can run wide
ooh,
on them, which in this case is where I wish we had a healthy Swift. I think Monangai can do it as well, but Swift, a little bit faster,
yeah,
thrives outside those outside zones. I think Monangai could do it as well, but having Swift, I think, would have really been able to exploit that, which is
sure,
interesting to me because the DNs for the Giants, they're pretty solid. So
they are, yeah. You got Thibodeau. I don't know, is Burns he's interior, ain't he? Burns?
no, he's a
Is
DN,
the
yeah,
outside too? Yeah, and
in
who also
Burns
leads the league in sacks
with
currently.
11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's that.
So if you were the Giants, you're lining them up over Theo all day, aren't you?
Yes.
Should be. I mean, especially in passing situations. I think Theo can handle him in the run game. The $1,000,000 question I think for today is he going to be able to handle him in the pass game? And if he can't, we have a couple very capable blocking tight ends that can help over there.
So you know what too? I've actually been seeing a lot of them using Ozzy Trapillo.
Hmm.
He'll come in and he's in motion and they're moving him
Yeah,
around. So I mean shit, man. If you need to, max protect and help over there.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Going into this game, he's the one player on that defense. If you start watching the highlight reels and stuff, he's always flashing. Number 0 for the Giants on there.
Yep.
But yeah, keep an eye out for him. The dude's having an excellent season.
Yeah.
Uh, Thibodeau, I think he has 2.5 sacks.
Yeah, he's
So
very lackluster season for him so far.
yeah, and I think that was the knock on him coming out of college. Like, great player. They questioned the motor and the drive. Is
Yeah.
he a football player? Does he eat, breathe, and sleep football? I
Huh.
don't know.
Yeah.
And then you
I don't
got
know. At 2.5 sacks, I'm gonna I'm gonna lean towards
yeah,
he's inconsistent.
and this was the guy that everybody wanted, right? Like,
Yeah. I did too.
does he just
So
need a change of scenery? The dude's a physical specimen. He's a beast,
right.
but as he looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. I don't know. Don't know enough about
Well,
him.
before we get too far from the Benedette thing, man, so I think you touched on it a little bit, but I just really want to drive this message home because in the run game, Benedict is like looks great.
Yeah.
But then on speed rushes on pass pro, he's getting fucking cooked.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Definitely an area for him to improve in. I mean,
Yeah, and I get it. He's young. This is basically his rookie season,
mhm,
and at left tackle, one of the hardest positions to play in all of football. He's probably doing okay for where he's at, but if you watch that Bengals game, it was almost every drop back. Caleb is like, son of a bitch. Every
yeah,
time to his left, he's got to do the loop around evasive maneuvers.
the step up and back out and twist and turn and everything else. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's I mean, obviously, screen game, pass pro. Well, screen game, you really don't have to worry about him. Run blocking, he's mugging people
yeah,
throughout the field. Um, I think that's going to be the matchup. That's one of the key matchups today. And, not to get ahead of ourselves, but we'll talk a little bit more about it. I'm sure we'll touch upon it again in the keys of the game. I think both you and I sounds like we're kind of on the same page with this one.
yeah, yeah. Because it's one of these games where I think everybody could agree um, we should win this one.
Yeah.
I, I,
And if we're talking about Burks all day, um, we're probably going to be disappointed, at that point. Would
yeah,
be,
yeah,
yeah.
highly,
Hmm.
highly.
Yeah.
I don't know though. And Ben we trust. Okay, he's not. He's gonna. Him and his coaching staff are gonna have the team. They're not gonna be sleeping on this one at all. They haven't proved anything yet. They're still in prove it mode, so they're not gonna take this game lightly. I really hope again. But see. I did this except last week. I didn't do this. I just want to beat the shit out of them, okay? Because like, if they're struggling, they're riddled with injuries. I mean, so are we too. But our offense, for the most part's healthy, so we should
Hmm.
put up a 40 burger, okay? But weather factors in, or just
Yeah.
run the ball. Like if the Giants give up rushing yards, man, give Monungai another 25 carries.
Yeah. Why
Let's
not?
do it. Yeah,
He's a young kid. He could take it.
yeah, it's
So,
very young.
yeah. Young, fresh legs. Yeah.
That's right.
I think I
Full of
think
piss
he's
and
gonna be the
vinegar.
bell cow today. He's gotta be.
So that would be great, right? If he's the bell cow, and then you just pepper in a little bit of Swift,
Mhm.
change of pace, like explosive, like you mentioned earlier, explosive on the outside, and so yeah, that'd be great. Be
Yeah,
great.
I would be all for that. I'll be curious to see how much Swift is playing. It would be nice if early on, if they go to Monangai and he's running like he did last week, and you can almost try to keep Swift off of the field for this game. Like that would be ideal just
Yeah,
to get him healed up for the final stretch run. You know, any amount of time that we could give him to get him 100% would be very beneficial. I mean,
yeah,
look at the rest of these games coming forward. We're going to need the full complement of weapons,
yeah.
because every game we might need to score 30 to 35 to stay in them.
Right.
And we need every weapon that we can get.
Yeah. I'm hoping too as well that during the course of the season we start getting some of those reinforcements back on defense would be
Yeah.
tremendous. But 1 week at a time.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, we're supposed to be getting closer to when Jalen Johnson might be able to make a comeback. I haven't heard anything on him, which makes
Me
me a
neither.
little nervous because usually by now, if they're planning on coming back in December, you start hearing, oh, he's in the facility. Oh, he's lifting weights. Oh, he's,
Yeah.
you know, in watching walkthroughs and things of that nature. But you
Right.
haven't heard boo
Boo.
on him. Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Which then tampers my expectations to all the way down to 0.
Yeah.
Only
Quite.
because we've heard nothing, so I've got nothing to be hopeful about with Jalen Johnson.
That's where I'm at right now, too. Like, I would be pleasantly surprised if he comes back, but at this point, I don't think that he's going to, and hopefully I'm wrong. And if he does, then you and I will be on this show jumping up and down and
Yeah.
doing our happy dances, I'm sure.
I mean,
But
because
that
it's just one of those things, man. And the playoff word, playoffs.
mhm,
If we say we squeak in, and yeah, and then that is the time frame, then great. What a perfect time to again welcome back the full complement of defensive starters that have been hurt all season to come back for a little playoff push. But
yeah.
again, without hearing any news about them, I digress.
Mhm,
let's let's work on
yeah,
beating the Giants today.
right. Let's see what we get from the kid that we just picked up as well. I'm sure he'll get a handful of
Ah,
plays, JTS, right?
yeah,
But speaking of that, Austin Booker's getting the start today.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to be opposite of Sweat.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that move only because my expectations for him were low last week, and he showed a lot.
yeah,
So I think he got him a sack, and he was around there. You saw him
yep,
involved in plays. So it's like finally, yeah, that's what we need, some production. So if he can build on that, because that was his first game back, so this will be his second. Yeah, let's keep it rolling, Austin. Let's keep it
yeah.
rolling.
And it's his job now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Dangbo's down.
Yeah.
Dom Rob is still nursing the high ankle.
Yep.
So it's really his job for the rest
Yeah.
of the year. So he's got, 8, 9 games here to really prove to the Bears what he's got and to see if he could crack, that starting lineup or at least be number one in the rotation at the very least. I mean, if he
Yeah.
goes out and he has, let's say he gets a sack every other game, ends up with 5 or 6. At that point, Odengbo maybe down on the depth chart a little bit, and
Possibly.
Booker's,
Yep.
starting opposite of Sweat. Let's hope that Sweat continues to roll. He's had a sack in the last 3 games. Let's make it 4 in a row.
Yes. Yep.
Gotta be, man. It's gotta be. It's a young quarterback. The kid seems like he plays with a ton of poise. He's an
Hmm.
Ole Miss guy, so he's had good coaching in college with Lane Kiffin. Um, so I don't know how much you can rattle him, but still, let's give him a few welcome to the NFL moments. Let
Absolutely.
him, let him, see Sweat coming at him, and hopefully put the fear of God in him. Followed up with Booker, whatever. Hit this kid early, hit him often. Let's hope we get some pressures. But unfortunately, that's not what the Bears do.
It isn't. But what the Bears do is take the ball away. So let's get Byard or
Hmm.
Edmonds to bait the kid into throwing something stupid, you know, or
Yeah.
just come away with a pick. Hopefully they can keep that turnover trend going.
Let's hope,
'Cause-
if they do get into the red zone, that's where you can really confuse a rookie. And I'm sure Dennis Allen's got a couple of things cooked up for the young
oh,
man.
Dennis Allen's salivating just because
Hmm.
be it how poised he is, be it how he doesn't really make mistakes, things like that. It's still a rookie quarterback. So you gotta rattle the kid, blitz, send 7, fuck it,
Yeah.
0 blitz his ass a couple times,
Why not?
uh, things like that. Yeah, you got to be able to get in his head. And being a rookie quarterback, I know Dennis Allen's got to be uh, opportunistic. Run
Especially
that.
if it's going to be a windy day. I would. I mean, take your chances with the wind and everything else. I mean,
Yeah,
our secondary is very opportunistic. Obviously, we know about Byard, but uh Nashawn Wright's got 3
yeah,
picks.
yeah. Well, and Tyreek too. Tyreek's
Yeah,
he's a sticky dude too. Yeah.
yeah. I
Oh, and
mean,
then the guy. Let's not forget the walking the walking personal foul that we
yeah.
picked up at nickel too out there. He's a savvy vet at this point in his career,
Yep.
and so
I think you're gonna see him in that Kyler Gordon role, blitzing off of the nickel.
oh yeah,
That seems to be the sweet spot for him. He knows how to get home. Like we talked about in the midweek show at the half, he was leading the Bears in pressures with 2. I think he had a sack as well by
He
then.
did. He sacked Flacco
Yep.
too. Yep. So I would
More of the same.
expect to see more of that. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's how you
It's
use them. That's
yeah. I think, this is an opportunity for this Bears defense to kind of reestablish itself against a rookie quarterback, see what they could do. But man, 2 out of the 5 offensive linemen are going to be backups, including the center. So,
ooh.
Grady, let's see you, buddy. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. We paid a ton of money on this defensive line. One of them's out for the year. Grady, you're the next guy here. Let's
I'm
maybe
convinced he
assert our
was
dominance here.
I'm
Mhm.
convinced Grady was he was a spiritual hire.
Yeah, a locker
Yeah.
room hire, a
Yeah.
culture setting
A
hire,
culture
maybe.
hire. Yeah. He
Yeah,
was not brought in here to produce much of anything. He was here to guide the young players and show them how to be a consummate professional and how to prepare for games and kind of mentality you need to have. That I truly think that's what he was brought here for, because production we see not.
yes. And you know what? If that's the case, it worked between Tooney and
Yeah,
him. Hey,
yeah,
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
yeah.
But I
I
wouldn't
am.
mind seeing old 50 flashing here and there.
Yeah, same. But definitely, I'm not. I like the guy. All his press conferences
Mhm.
are really good. He's a wise vet, and I personally would want that in a room full of like pretty much young guys.
Yeah.
And then Montez Sweat not being a vocal leader, like you needed to bring somebody in who is, because Tez ain't. So
Yeah.
you bring in a proven all pro Super Bowls. He's been there, he's done that. And so yeah, you want that guy in there. So
Yeah, knows how to prepare, not afraid to call people out for probably loafing in practice, I'm sure.
mhm.
Like, that's not how we practice here, the whole 9. And you know
Yeah,
what?
right.
It's translating. So, good for the Bears for bringing him in. He's probably only a 1 or 2-year guy anyway.
Yeah,
Is I'm fine with it. I
yeah.
I really am.
You come here for 2 years, you set the tone, you set the bar. Then that way, the next generation of players, like say we extend Jervon Dexter or the guy we drafted, Shamar Turner,
Mhm.
they'll be able to carry the torch then and know what a real pro looks like and how they
Yeah.
prepare and all that good stuff. So yeah, but I'm with you though. Can we get a TFL maybe, or so
Right.
even a
Maybe a
sack,
sack here.
a
This
sack?
would be a good game for him, right? Because Dart,
Yeah,
from
rookie.
everything yeah, a lot of things I'm seeing, he likes to run right up the middle. You know, they kinda a lot of people saying that muddle rush or that mud rush where it's just, you know, wading through bodies up front is the way to attack this kid.
Yeah,
Well, waiting in the middle could be Grady, you
yeah.
know?
Well, and they're down 2 offensive linemen too. So I mean,
Yeah.
capitalize on those second stringers.
Maybe I should put on my Swami hat and be like,
Uh
"Jared's gonna have a
oh.
sack today."
Oh.
I don't know if I'm willing to go that far yet, but, I might be able to be talked into it.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Make
see
a
how what
prediction here.
once we get deeper into the show and you got a lather going, you might be feeling it, because I
Right,
know
yeah.
you've been pretty damn good in terms of do you do any like mobile DraftKings, not DraftKings, but like any parlays or any kind of
Nah,
things like that?
no, I don't.
No.
For me, man,
It's all
I wouldn't
bragging
be
rights for you.
yeah, if it's to the point where I start losing, man, yeah, I would start beating
It'll
myself up
ruin.
and be like, what did I just do?"
Fair.
Uh,
That's fair. I don't
yeah,
gamble either. I'm definitely not a gambler, but okay. But you're pretty spot on from week to week. If I ever go back and review any of our past shows, I'm like, damn it, man, he called that one too. He called
yeah,
that, then he called that, then he said this, and then again, one of my favorites was the turnover. You said we're going to get a turnover from Tremaine
mhm,
and Kevin Byard, right? So in the very same series, Kevin Byard picks a batted ball off, and so there's a pick. However, there was a flag, and
Yeah.
so the interception didn't count. Well, wouldn't you know it? 2 plays later, Tremaine Edmonds gets an interception, and
Yeah.
it's like,
See, when I was looking in my crystal ball, it must have been a little bit of foggy. I didn't see the flag. So
yeah. Seriously. So that was
my
good.
my personal favorite one that I enjoyed that made me chuckle to myself was the coin flip for the Saints. I was like, yeah, me
Oh
and me
yeah.
and Ben, we're on the same page here, buddy.
Yeah. Great minds think alike, man.
Yeah.
You know, you were like, yeah, if we win the coin toss, I'm taking the ball. Just set the
Mhm.
tone right away.
Let's go.
And it's exactly what Ben did.
Unfortunately, we went 3 and out. Come on,
We
man.
went through,
Gotta
yeah,
make me
well,
look good.
that's on the players. Okay. That
Right.
wasn't on Ben. Ben was in the right mind state, but the players just couldn't execute.
That's all right, man. We'll take it. We'll take it. See, all this studying, kids, pays off. It helps you. So, our
That's right.
PSA for the day.
That's it.
Hit them books.
35 he is in the chat. Thanks for showing up on this pre-game show.
Yeah.
Leave it in the comments section. What do you got on the grill? What's on the snack list today? What's on the menu, boys? Let us
I'm
know in
going
the
burgers
chat.
tonight myself here. I figure bust out that Weber a few more times before the snow really starts flying, and nobody likes to grill in ankle deep snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going easy. Burgers are easier for me.
My brain just went to I'm fantasizing about grilling and a foot of snow.
Yeah.
I really
Well,
am. Until
we
I'm
still
there.
do it. Yeah.
Until I'm there
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck, this sucks. Oh shit.
This
Fuck
sucks.
this.
That's when I used to smoke more. Then I only have to go out there for 30 seconds at a time.
It'd be hours you could
Yeah.
leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking, you're not cooking. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah. If you keep looking, you're making it longer.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure your brother can attest. So,
Henrock, you in the chat? Where you at? He can. He's out there on that smoker like all the time.
yeah.
He lives right next to the smoker.
So kind of let's talk a little bit about the penalty situation. We saw a little bit of an improvement from last week. Last week, Bears were penalized 7 times for 43 yards, which is kind of sad that we're celebrating that they've only were penalized 7 times.
Yeah.
Because that's almost 2.5 below their average.
Correct. Because they're at like 9. And then the Cincy game, they got what was 11.
No,
I mean, not Cincy. The game prior to that was 11.
So only 2 pre-snap penalties. They had a false start on Theo, and then an illegal shift, which I think in that case people were in motion and didn't get set. So not too bad.
Not too bad.
Hopefully
we're seeing a trend.
Hopefully,
Hopefully that's a trend. Let's keep that going down. So maybe today we'll only get 4 or 5 penalties.
Yeah. And, if they're mostly on the defense, we've talked about it before. I'm okay with that. Rough the kid up a little bit. That's all right.
Yeah. Or be sticky in coverage. I get those defensive penalties post snap. I think as fans, we could all live with that. You're playing a violent sport. Things are going to happen on defense. It's the pre-snap shit on offense.
Yeah.
That it
just kills you.
Yeah. You got to knock it off.
Yes. I mean, that type of stuff. This offense, thankfully, has learned how to overcome that. But still, man, it's so tough when you're 1st and 15, 1st and 20. I mean, how many times were we 3rd and 16? And, and on the flip side, it seems like, how we were talking about before earlier in the year, where if it was 3rd and 15, you're not worried about this defense. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I still get a little worried.
Yeah. I think there was a couple times last week.
Yeah. And that's kind of where this is stemming from. Yeah.
They were at the Bengals were at like 3rd and 15. And I'm like, they're going to get it. This feels floosy goosey.
I mean, on the flip side, Obviously, you were going against Higgins and Chase. Who the Giants have wide
Nobody.
receiver wise? Yeah,
Nobody.
with
Not
Malik
not
being
not
out.
those two. Yeah, with Malik being out
Yeah,
and, you know, and no Scatabo too, that's really gonna hurt
yeah.
them, not us.
Hey,
That helps us, but
I'm happy that he's out, but man, I enjoyed watching him play. He
I
is
was
a throwback, like Mike Allstott type of guy.
yeah,
That's
he
who he
was
reminds me
exciting
of.
coming out of college. There was a
Mhm.
little glimpse of me being like, "Oh, let's draft him,"
I would have been
you
down
know?
with that. Talk
Mhm.
about being the Thunder in a Lightning and Thunder combo.
Yep.
And
Yep.
plus, that guy just plays with so much juice.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
w I wouldn't have been mad if we drafted him. That's for sure.
yeah, I would have been okay with that too, 100% for sure. But he's a Giant, so we now hate him. We don't
Yep.
like any New York teams in our beloved Chicagoland area.
That's right, Wedge. We
Yeah.
sure don't.
As a matter of fact, when we beat them in the 85 season, it made it even sweeter.
Oh, man. Can't we get back to those days.
Yeah. When I was doing the research and stuff, you know how Caleb had a receiving touchdown. The last time that a quarterback had similar stats with a receiving touchdown was in 85, and I'm pretty sure it was McMahon against the Giants. So,
Oh, that's okay. Yes. Yes, yes,
mhm.
yes.
So anytime
That's
you
funny.
can bring up the 85 season, my ears perk up a little bit. Ooh.
What was the other one too? Did you hear because man, the narrative thus far all this season was the Tyler Warren, Colson
Comps.
Loveland, fucking
Mhm.
yeah, and Warren is like balling out in Indy, and it's like okay, and they're like, oh, you took the wrong tight end, and bup, 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 bup. Well, it took some time for Colson Loveland to have himself a game,
Mhm.
and when he does, he wins NFC Player of the Week. And people like now on Twitter, I mean, it's great because it's like, oh yeah, NFC Player of the Week, Tyler Warren, 0,
Yeah.
Colson
Well,
Loveland,
tough to
1.
get NFC player of the week when he plays in the AFC, but I know what you mean.
Oh, that's
Just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
me
yeah.
playing devil's advocate here.
No, that is absolute
Mm,
facts.
yeah.
Thanks for I stand corrected. Well, what did oh, okay. Well, he's never won AFC Player of the Week.
No, same diff. I'm
Yeah.
just busting your chops here a little bit
No,
this
you got
morning.
me. Hey,
Yeah,
we do this here. We got to
right.
be on the level here.
There's no shame in correcting our fellow co-host here.
No, no. No offense taken around here
Yeah,
ever.
no.
Whoo.
So just kind of bringing up the Giants receiving core. Wandell Robinson leading the team, 47 grabs for 540,
Mm.
2 touchdowns. Theo Johnson, it's got 5 touchdowns, 26 grabs, 239. I've never heard of him. Cam Scatabo was 3, and he's out. Darius Slayton, okay, there's a name I recognize.
Yeah, mhm.
19 grabs for 254, no touchdowns. And then Malikus, number 5, still, even though he's been out for like the last 3 games at 18. So nobody here really jumping out. I mean, Wandell Robinson, I guess he's got better stats than any of the receivers on our team, but we also have 3 guys that have caught 30 plus balls. So
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of deep on talent in the skill
yeah,
position. So,
yep. So I think it's safe to say that the secondary probably had a collective sigh of relief after that, but at the same point in time, these guys get paid too. All that. This is going to be our cliche show, I think, here, but yeah, I mean, they're not chasing around chasing Higgins here, so I'm sure they're glad.
yes, absolutely. With a super savvy vet who's been doing it a long time, delivering
Mhm.
the ball to marquee wide receivers
Yeah,
like that. I really hope we're not saying that at the end of the game. Well,
Mhm.
they get paid a lot of money too, so
Yeah.
we
Yeah, they
cannot.
got paid to whoop her ass. No,
Would you
I
consider this? And I'll ask the chat as well. Would you consider this? Is this a must-win game for the Bears?
Hmm. I think if we want to talk about the Bears squeaking into the playoffs, yes, I think it is. Like, this is a game that they need to get. They need to get to 6 wins, because then that way they only have to find 4 more wins to have a realistic shot to get in. And with the remaining schedule, if you don't get this one and you gotta try to 5 wins down the stretch, that makes that task a whole lot harder. So I think they really need to hone in on this game and get it, build up that momentum. You gotta stack wins when you could get them.
Right.
They're so hard to come by. We looked at Cincinnati thinking, that should be an easy game. Well, that wasn't an easy game. And maybe we didn't think it was going to be easy, but we thought that the Bears were going to be able to win and maybe, you know, be a little bit more dominant than what they were. And for most of the game, they were, but it got close. And some of the youth and exuberance on this team kind of backfired on them a little bit in the stretch, especially in specials, you
Oh
know?
God.
So,
Let's not talk about those guys.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It I wish it didn't have to feel like a must-win game, but it does for me because of, like you said, you got to get these wins where you can,
Hmm.
especially for that back stretch of games that are going to be super duper tough. You're going to wish you had won this game if you didn't.
Yeah.
You were right. So, yeah, absolutely, you gotta win this
Before
game today.
we get too far away, yeah, and then I think before we get too far away from Loveland and stuff like that too, and the Warren conversation, I think you got to look at where he's probably going to end up rating within the organization as tight ends in general. Like, he's already doing stuff that only Dicka had done for tight ends right now as well. So, when you start getting talked about in the same light as Mike Ditka, the holy beloved bear.
Yeah, I'm feeling a sense of,
uh,
like,
Yeah.
"Go ahead, keep going, keep going."
Okay. So 64 years since a Bears rookie tight end caught multiple touchdown passes and compiled more than 100 yards in a game. So on Sunday, Loveland had 2 TD catches for 118. He joined Hall of Famer Ditka, who caught
Dicka.
three touchdown passes and had 190 yards November 12th, 1961 against the Packers. So,
Hey, that was a long time now. That
yeah.
was You really had to go back
Mhm.
to find that
So,
stat. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
so Ditka had 4,503 yards. Cole Kmet is over halfway there, but I think if we're talking long term, I think Loveland is going to rewrite the tight end record books here for the Bears moving
Yeah.
forward. And let's hope, knock on wood, or whatever you believe in here, that he does it before his rookie deal is over. That would be
Yeah.
outstanding.
Yeah, huh.
Because in today's NFL, he very well might be able to.
So that's pretty exciting, thinking about that kind of stuff because you think about him surpassing a lot of Chicago Bear tight end statistics. As that's moving along, it's happening in conjunction with then Caleb's success,
Mhm.
right? So like all these mile markers and all these positions are going to these records are going to start to get broken with this core of very young players between Caleb, Rome, and then Loveland. As Caleb goes, they're all going to go. So, what an exciting time because
Yeah.
it, I can't guarantee it, but I almost just guaranteed it. I'm sorry, folks. I almost said this is going to happen. Like this is happening. Caleb's going to break 4,000 yards. Rome's going to break a single season yards, and Colston Loveland's going to be the best tight end statistically by the end of it. I don't know. It's the Ben Johnson effect has me, all kinds of delusional. Sorry,
Yeah, all kinds
sorry,
of giddy
folks.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that Ben Johnson effect affects more than just the Bears here, so it affects us Bear fans as well. So that's a great question. Do you know off the top of your head who the leading all-time receiver for the Bears is? Or what the
Ooh,
highest receiving yards in a single season for the Bears are?
damn. I know this too. I've heard this a bunch in the
Would it
past.
be Elshon Jeffries or
Yeah.
Robinson, maybe, if I had to guess? I don't know.
Tommy Waddle.
You think Tommy
No,
Wa
no, 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 no,
No.
no.
I was
Waddle's
gonna
up
say,
there,
come
but
on,
he
man.
ain't. I think it's Alshon.
That would be my guess because he had a couple big years with during that time. Was that Jay Cutler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Well, we'll ask Google and
Are
see
you asking
what they
Google?
say.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. What does Google say? So we're thinking Elshon, huh?
Thinking Alshon.
Uh-oh. We're wrong.
Oh no, it wasn't
Yeah.
Alshon. Hold on. Okay,
No.
hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Think. There's no
1508.
freaking way. There's no way it's Brandon Marshall.
It is Brandon Marshall. We were right
God.
with Jay Cutler,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Brandon Marshall, 1,508.
Wow, that's a pretty damn good season.
Wow. B Marsh.
And did that
Good for
in
you,
in,
son.
in 16 games.
Yeah, 2012.
I
Wow.
mean, Jay was thrown to him all the fucking time.
It's true. And Marshall was probably the only weapon on that team. But
Greg Olson, maybe.
okay. Yeah, 2012. Huh. Okay. Well, there you go.
There it is.
We educated ourselves today.
Brandon Marshall. Do a little research, find some answers.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
what
you,
we do here
Google.
on the Everything Bears show. If you don't,
Right.
if we don't have the information handy, we'll hit the old Google machine and find out.
Yeah. We'll hit the Googler and see what it says.
40 of you. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining us on this pre-game Bears show where today we're taking on the New York Giants. And I think we're going to kick their ass. No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we better. Gosh.
So would you rather would you rather win a close game or would you rather beat the shit out of them, man, Drew? What would you
I like having a heart attack on every other play. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking that grabber I almost had last weekend was let's do that again.
Yeah, please. I didn't even have time to sit down after I turned my back to the TV after that last touchdown before we were winning again.
Seriously.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
I got up to get another bowl of chips. I came back and we were down by 1.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man. Like, whatever. I mean, let's, Caleb Williams, by the numbers, 4 game-winning drives already this year.
Yeah, unbelievable. And
Good
that
and
kind of
bad.
right there, that kind of right there is like it's starting to like work its way into my subconscious where if we start to lose, I'm not going to panic. I'm
Yeah.
not going to freak out like as if it was Justin Fields. Oh God, how are we going to come back from this? Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Like, no.
No.
Now the narrative is a little bit different. We're behind, no problem.
Yep.
Ben, Caleb, the rest of the offense, they got this. Don't worry about it. They got it.
And you kind of have that sense of what Chiefs fans must feel, right? Like
Yeah,
13 seconds and they can score a field goal against the Bills a few years ago.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'd quite go that far with this team,
No, we're
but,
not there yet. No, we're not
yeah,
quite there yet.
but a minute and you need a field goal? Yeah. We
Yeah,
talked about it at nauseum with these new kickoff rules and everything.
yeah.
A minute in today's NFL you should be able to get 3 points. A minute in a timeout, you have a good shot at scoring.
You could score 6 maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you only have to go 60 yards most of the time instead of going 80. That I mean,
Yeah.
the NFL, if they wanted more points, well, that was the way that did it. And you can't say that from a marketing standpoint that didn't work out. I mean, holy cow, look at all these last, game winners. And I misspoke, not 4 game-winning drives this season, 4 so far for his career. He had the
Okay.
one of them was against Packers in the last week. But 4 in a young career for this kid. Not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad.
it's been very good, but again, the kid's got it's in his DNA, that clutch gene.
Yeah. He's
He
got the
he's
clutch gene for sure.
he's got it, and again, so with this weaponry that the Bears have, along with the coaching, offensive coordinator, head coach Ben Johnson, yeah, the sky is really the limit. It's gonna be up to Caleb where his career is
Yeah.
gonna end up, really. It's up to you, kiddo. You're gonna decide how far you're gonna take this thing. You wanna be Tom
Mhm.
Brady? All right, cool. Because I mean, this the offensive. I just been if I want to speak on Ben Johnson a little bit more. Well, how just impressive head coach, man. Like you wonder about how they're going to transition from OC to head coach. He's doing it. He's doing the damn
Yeah.
thing, and he's operating this offense just again with that same kind of ilk that we expected from in Detroit. It's in Chicago now.
Mhm.
The only thing holding this offense back really is the pre-snap penalties.
Yeah.
Once they clean that up, and we're looking at the points we're scoring now, it's like, oh, this is could be a lovely time in Chicago. Oh,
It's crazy to think that we're watching a Bears team where I bet 70% of the fan base doesn't even know our offensive coordinator's name. You know,
who?
no slight to him, but the fact that Ben Johnson is calling the plays and we're not talking about how he's mismanaging games and everything else and play calling should be taken away from him. I mean, that's a non-factor,
Right, right.
which is very relieving because you see what happens. I mean, all I got to say is Nagy, right? And that takes us back to a time where that didn't work out so well. But the intensity that this guy coaches with is the same intensity that he prepares with. Man, what a good time to be a Bears fan. It really is. We finally got the coaching decision right.
I know.
Finally.
Yeah.
Just
And speaking on
thank goodness.
Nagy too, the night and day difference between Johnson and Nagy is Ben Johnson, his ego isn't big enough that he
Yeah.
doesn't shy away from the run game.
Yeah.
Nagy wanted to be the smartest guy in the room and going to throw the ball a bunch of times and all this other shit and didn't really run the ball and he'd go away from it. This coach, Ben Johnson, leans into it.
Mhm.
He loves the run game.
Yeah.
Okay. So if the run game's going to work, he leans into it and then, and then he'll pepper in some trickery or just, whatever plays looked good during the week pass wise. But yeah, his ego's like not too big where he doesn't understand situational football and saying, well, our run game, we're just gouging. So we're just going to lean into this. I
Yeah.
love that because Nagy, we would, David Montgomery would break a run or Khalil Herbert. And then the next thing, pass, 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 punt. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you were gouging them running the ball. What are you doing?
You run for 100 yards in the first half, and then you only hand it off twice in the second. Yeah.
Yes, right.
Those
That's
days are gone.
yeah. Thank
Long gone.
God. Thank God. But yeah, Ben Johnson has been absolutely the right guy for
Mm.
the job.
It's it's so refreshing to see an offense in Chicago, and damn it, as Bears fans, we deserve this. We
We've
have
been waiting a
suffered
long time
long, yeah, we have suffered alone for a long time. uh,
because it's always been the same shit. Like our defenses,
mm,
yeah.
mm,
Oh, like again, people want to say, "Oh, but Matt Nagy in 2018, we went like 12-4, made the playoffs." Yeah, that was the defense. The defense did
mm,
that. We had like 39 takeaways, and that was Vic Fangio doing that 12-4. That wasn't Matt Nagy. Our
yeah,
offense sucked. It was sputtery, clunky. It was the defense that saved our ass over and over and over.
yeah. And now going forward, you know that the offense is set. We don't have to worry about offense. So you really get to hone in on defense, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We've talked about it. Next
yeah.
2, 3 years, bring on them defensive picks.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Yeah. Scout all the defensive linemen
Yeah.
in college, and then that's who you're picking the first 3 rounds.
Yep.
Fuck.
We'll find a pass rusher just by default because that's all we're gonna draft for 3 years.
Yeah. So at that point, right, it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
We drafted 4 edges. One of them got a hit.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm okay with that. With
I
this
mean,
offense, I'm okay with that.
yeah. So that's kind of again relieving because the offense, for once, had to bail out the defense against
Yeah,
Cincy, right? They had to bail them out,
and
and
they
they
did.
did it.
Yeah.
And they did it. So it's like, okay, we could do this now. All right.
How many
We-
times have we thought, put ourselves in the defensive mind, like, God damn it, if these guys could only score 14 points, we'll win more games. Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Well, our average is what are we averaging? 26 points a game.
26.9, yeah, 27 points a game.
Second in the league.
Sixth.
Oh, sixth.
Yeah.
We've never seen that. I've never seen a Bears offense sixth in anything
No.
offensive ranking wise.
In offensive ranking wise, we're pretty much in the top 7 in almost everything.
And yeah, that's the Ben
Yeah.
Johnson effect, folks. The Ben
Yeah.
Johnson effect.
And yet we still have people out there saying Caleb Williams isn't going to make it and he can't, hit the broadside of a barn or water out of a boat, screw you guys. You
Yeah, I
stay
don't.
over on whatever island that you want to be cuz we're here on Bears Island, baby.
Yeah. And it's just like so they if you want to nitpick the tiny little and you should as a fan, but I'm not going to discredit Caleb's whole game because sometimes he could be just a little like
Mhm.
with his ball placement, he's a little off like that catch or the throw to Rome last week
Yeah.
that hit his back hip. Maybe you want to get that ball in front of him more. I still will fault Rome for that. That hit you in both hands. You got to come down with that. Sorry, especially a top
Well,
10 pick.
according to his dad, I mean, that's not his fault.
Well, he should be targeted more.
Right.
Maybe he would have caught that if he was targeted more.
Right.
Oh, pops, stay off of Twitter.
Mhm.
But no, he'll get there in terms of those little ball placements. It's going to become with repetition, tightening up his footwork and things like that. That'll come. But the fact that he's throwing to open guys and again, his touchdown to interception ratio is starting to grow more lopsided as it normally
Mhm.
is. Yeah, Caleb's the dude, man. These people hating on Caleb. I don't understand it. I don't know. I mean, I've said it before, man. Like, if you're not rooting for Caleb and the Bears, then you're not a fucking Bears fan. You're just not.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of fan you are, and I won't tell somebody how to fan. You fan how you want, but don't go into Bears chat rooms or go into Bears channels or whatever in their comment section or on Twitter and talking shit about Caleb, calling yourself a Bear fan because you ain't. You're
No.
not.
We want Tyson and nothing against Tyson Bagent. He's a good dude. He
Yeah.
seems like he's a good football player, but
Yeah, and he's a very good backup quarterback to
Yeah.
have. I'm glad we
Yeah.
have him as a backup.
The
And a
fact that
starter.
the fact of the matter is right now, Caleb's on pace for 4,017 yards, throw
Nice.
in, I think, either 26 touchdowns to 9 picks.
Mm.
Uh, if you were to tell me that that was gonna be a stat line going into the season, and I think we talked about it in our first show, 4,000 yards, 30 picks, single digit,
Interceptions. Yeah.
interceptions. Yeah, I'll take that, man. I mean,
Yeah.
as a
All day.
Bears fan, we'll be pulling out the Darnell Wright cartwheels all over the place, you know?
How about that? You saw that?
Yeah,
That was great.
yeah,
He's like a big kid.
yeah.
He's in a
Do you see
cartwheel.
Ben Johnson's, response to that in his
Yeah.
presser?
Yeah.
The guy's a unicorn. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw the clip of during spring training or OTAs, they were running just I guess
Pass
they'd spend
plays?
a yeah, they would
Yeah.
run and you saw him running the route down the sidelines and he
Uh-huh.
caught it with one hand
Yep.
and did like a spin thing. I was like, number one, I was scared because I thought he was gonna tear an ACL or something. But no, like a ballerina, he looked like.
Right. There's nothing better than watching big men run pass routes. I love
Seriously.
it.
So I would venture to say at some point at some point during the season, we're gonna see Darnell Wright leak
Catching
out.
something.
He's gonna go tackle eligible, and he's gonna
Yeah.
go out there and he's gonna catch something, whether a touchdown, first down, something.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Book it. I wonder if there's a Vegas line on how many touchdowns that Darnell Wright's going to get this year. Hopefully, the
Oh,
over under is at half. I would take the over.
yeah, yeah. If they set it at half, I would take the over for
Yeah,
sure.
why not? Throw a few gummy bears on it, call it good,
Yeah,
see what
there's
happens.
there's still a lot of football left. We're just
Yeah,
entering the second half of the season here. There's plenty of time for Ben to, and I know that for a fact. When he saw that at that OTA, when he saw that, he was like, "Oh,
you saw the wheels spinning,
yeah,
the
we're
grinds,
using
the
this.
gears are grinding. Yep.
We are using this kid for something."
Yeah, but I mean, he's clearly established himself as a premier tackle in the league.
Yeah,
So that position's sewn up for a while. Now we got to work on the other tackle. I mean, if he's
mm,
that good where he's at, why try to take him out of that? Let him dominate there. I'm sure Tua wishes that they drafted Darnell Wright, you know,
yeah,
protecting his blind side. But man, has that guy just become a mauler? The
yeah,
dude's a beast.
yeah. He's really been just amazing the last number of weeks since the
Yeah,
bye, pretty much
yeah.
coming out of the bye. He's been a fucking a mauler, like you said, man. It's been
You
great.
gotta think that that elbow was bothering him quite a bit because it was like a switch, just boom, and he just started jumping off the tape. Whatever the case, we talked about it. He got called out and everything too.
Yeah,
But I mean, maybe he took it to heart. I don't know. Maybe it was just a gut check situation. Whatever it was, it worked. So good on you,
yeah.
young man.
That's it, and keep it rolling too. I mean,
Yeah.
really, even Jonah Jackson has been looking better
Hmm.
the last few weeks too. So I think that offensive line is really starting to gel. It's
Yeah.
just it's just Benedette and pass pro. If they
Yeah.
just if he can just and I don't know how easy it is to shore that up in season. I'm sure he's going to have to work on it in the off season, and it wouldn't shock me if they maybe did draft a left tackle
I
in the
think you
draft.
gotta. You're you caught a little bit of lightning in the bottle with Theo. Um, you got it. The knock on Theo, they talk about arm length and hand placement, and he's got short arms and this and that. He's a good offensive lineman. I think
Mhm,
he would be very serviceable as like a swing tackle.
mhm.
Um, And let's be honest, he's doing okay.
He's doing, yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
I like him better than Braxton at this point,
Yeah, yes.
you
It's
know?
an upgrade from Braxton. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for what he lacks in the pass game, he pays it back tenfold in the run game, where
Mhm.
Braxton didn't do that. I
No.
mean, Braxton better in pass pro,
Mhm.
even though he's on roller skates with a bull rush,
Yes.
but he has no anchor. And Theo, that's the one point of his game that he can handle. He just can't handle the speed guys,
Right.
right?
Yeah. He can handle a bull rush and he's great in run blocking. So I'll take it. I mean, because again, there are things you want to talk about speed rush, and they beat them to a point on the outside. You could always chip them with a running back. You could chip them
Yeah,
with a tight end, kind of slow them down a little bit, give Caleb an extra second. So I'll live with Theo. Um, yeah, definitely an upgrade from Braxton, man. My goodness.
yeah. And it's enough to where you're okay rolling with him. It'd be nice if Ozzy takes a step, maybe from year 1 to 2. That could be an answer because that guy's just a beast as well. Just
Yeah,
a huge
he's a
physical
huge human
dude.
being.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
6'8". 6'8". I don't know his weight, but he's big, big boy.
He's 300 plus, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And he's long. He's long,
yeah,
lanky. Don't know if he's the answer, but yeah, I'm with you. The few offensive draft picks that we see in the next few years will probably, I would be shocked if it was not a left tackle.
yeah. Agreed. Speaking of
Yeah.
second round draft picks like Ozzy Trapillo, Luther Burton comes back today.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
good. Get the kid back off concussion protocol. Hopefully it wasn't anything serious and he could participate in the whole entire game today.
Yeah, boy, he flashes, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
His speed,
Yeah.
everything. You
Yeah.
get the ball in his hands, dude's electric as well. I'm glad to see the kid back out there. I'm really looking forward to seeing, the full complement of receivers. Luther, DJ, Rome,
Mm.
Zacchaeus. I mean,
Mm-mm-mm.
that room is solid as solid can be. And the
Yeah.
numbers show it. They're all like at 30 grabs,
And then
outside of
Loveland.
Luther.
Now
Yeah.
Loveland's emerging in the offense too. I wouldn't be
Mhm.
shocked if we see a little bit more of Loveland today
Sure.
as well.
Yeah. And we talked about his pass blocking. So Loveland's going to be in there. I think Loveland's playing, as much as he can, as much as his wind will allow him. The dude's in there. He's not coming off of the field, and nor should he. So
Yeah, agreed. What kind of rep count do you think versus Cole since Cole's back today? I think Cole's probably light duty like DeAndre Swift.
I don't think Cole has the opportunity to be light duty with the way that the injuries are stacking up at tight end.
Yeah.
They lost another one last week. Smythe, no,
Oh,
Smythe is
Durham Smythe.
yeah.
Is he
I'm
out
pretty
today?
sure. I don't know. I didn't see him on the report, but I think they lost him in the middle of the game. Um, but I think they're going to need him
Oh, he's
for sure.
questionable for today.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and they brought up a kid from Princeton off of the practice squad. I watched his video last night, and his name is escaping me right now. But anyway, um, I don't think Komet has that luxury this week. They're a little thin, and with as much 12 personnel that the Bears run, you know, they're gonna need him to play quite a bit. I don't think that he's gonna be on the same type of restriction that Swift would be. But we'll find out. I don't, you know.
I'm looking at the Bears depth chart right now, and they don't have the guy they brought up. Did they
Oh,
just bring him
really?
to the practice squad? They put him on the 53.
I thought they brought him on to the 53 from the practice squad.
Oh, because yeah, what they have listed: Cole Komet, Colston Loveland, and Durham Smythe. But maybe they don't keep. Maybe they don't keep This
Yeah.
depth chart as of October 22nd. Come on, Bears.
Yeah. That's a little dated.
Very dated. My God. Come on. People go to you guys for the information, and this is what you do. You know, I got a problem with Bears, with the Chicago Bears AV team, number one. I've had a problem with them for years. They have these suckiest. Have you looked at other teams' post game press conferences at the podium? They're professional. It's like 1080 HD, 60 frames. The microphones are clear. You can hear everything. You can hear the reporters' questions. You could hear the players and coaches clearly. Not our guys. Not in Chicago. They don't. They won't spend the money on to have competent AV team with good microphones, good cameras, and good acoustics. Nope, they don't give a shit.
The fact that you call them an AV team just reminds me of like, you know, the high school nerdy kids that
Yeah,
would wheel around the
yeah,
TVs on those carts.
yeah. And let me
So
tell you about the high school AV team. They were on top of their game.
yeah,
Okay,
they had nothing else to do.
not Chicago Bears.
Mm,
They can't afford a good AV. I said, hire me. I'll do it. I swear
yeah,
I will.
okay.
I'll
I'll
purchase you the
carry
good
around your
microphones. I'll get
bags
you
of
good.
cords and stuff. Why not?
Thank you.
Just to get in the building. I'll do it.
Just
Hey,
okay. So yeah, I'm trying to look up the tight end that we pulled up, that we called up. I got to go to the Googles.
uh-oh, the Googler. So kind of looking, you know, as we're talking about this game being a must win, let's, you know, take a look at the rest of the schedule real quick. And I'm not going to throw out any type of predictions or anything, you know. I think we'll wrap that into maybe a midweek or mid-year show type of thing. But we got the Giants today, Vikings in Minnesota.
In
Uh,
Minnesota.
yep. This is one of those games, the Giants games, where you're glad that it's at home
Hmm.
because that could be one of those stickier situation games.
Yep,
Steelers.
that's winnable.
Yeah.
That's
You
a
know,
winnable one.
that TJ Watt, Darnell Wright game, man, that will be a matchup to watch. I'm looking forward to watching that.
Yeah, well, TJ will get his.
Mhm.
It's just he's that good. He's going to get a couple. I don't know about getting home, but he'll do things like similar to Max Crosby. So try to
Yeah.
remember that a little bit. TJ is gonna it's gonna resemble a little bit of that. He'll
But I
probably
think
oh go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know, if we want to compare that, Wright is playing at a much higher level right now than he was back then.
Then he did, yeah, sure. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
could agree with that. But he won't fall for TJ ain't gonna fall for little screens.
Nope.
He's gonna sniff those out in a jiffy. He might bat down balls that go to the flats on his side, things like that.
Hmm.
He will be very active.
The typical Watt presence, right? The past Watts
Yes.
are very prevalent in that family.
Yes. I got the tight
The
end's name. It's Steven Carlson.
There you go. Thank you. I knew what college he went to. I couldn't remember who it was. Did they sign him to the 53?
They did call him up,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I
The
thought.
move is
Okay.
likely a result of tight end Durham Smythe's calf injury, which
Yeah.
makes him questionable for the game. So
So
we'll
he's a
see.
Princeton guy, so he's smart. He'll know the offense.
He'll know the offense, yeah.
Yeah. We got the Eagles on Black Friday again. Thank you, NFL, for spitting in the face of all retail workers across the U.S. or
Yep.
retail Bears fans.
Yep.
We got the Packers twice, the Browns, 49ers, and Lions. So between those games, if they didn't win today, they got to win 5 of those. Instead, if they win today, you're only hunting 4 wins out of that.
Which could be doable. I mean, Niners,
That's going to be a good game.
yeah.
The Niners are dealing with a lot of defensive injuries as well, but you got CMC there.
Yeah. Kittle.
You have Kittle. Yeah. They have some receivers. I'm assuming by then Brock Purdy will be back. We won't
Oh,
get
okay,
no
because I
Mac
was gonna
Jones.
say. Yeah, so I was thinking Mac Jones, so maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
Purdy kinda changes the dynamic there.
They got Detroit at home out in the elements last game.
I'd
That
like to
could be a
see how many Pistons we're firing on by that game,
yeah.
you know?
That game could
Track meet.
yeah, and it could mean a lot for both teams.
Yeah,
It
yeah, there
could
could be
mean playoff appearances, and it could be playoff seedings.
Sure, yeah,
So
seedings,
that there
just
might
straight
be a
up
lot on the line for that game, man.
win or go home.
And you get to avenge the 50 burger.
So that's gonna be that's gonna be a storyline, no doubt, of how are we gonna respond to them.
Yeah,
Last game of the season, you fucking assholes put up a 50 burger on us. This is gonna hurt. If you win
yeah,
today, you're limping home. You're
yeah.
limping home from this.
It can be cold. It's going to be a battle of the run games, which I mean, that game it could go one of two ways. It could be a 50-45, or it could be like a 17-14 game. You know,
Somewhere one of
yeah.
those two.
If it's cold and both teams are running it, then you're just getting heavy doses of Monungai, Swift, and Gibbs and Montgomery. It could just
Yeah,
be an all-out slugfest. That would be a great game to watch, actually. Just two running games just going at it.
just yeah. That's gonna be a very physical game,
Yeah.
nonetheless. It's gonna be
Yep.
a physical game.
It's so there's a lot of good games coming down the stretch. Obviously, the Packers twice. Um, yeah, man.
I mean, if Carolina could beat them, we got a chance.
We talked about it in the midweek show. I read a quote. Oh, maybe we didn't. I think I was talking to my buddy about it. I saw a quote for this Packers team this year that says, one week they look like they could beat the 85 Bears, and then the next week they look like they can lose to the '08 Lions, the 0-16 Lions.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how hot and cold that team's been.
That's crazy. I should have probably watched a highlight reel of that game because I don't know the story. I know it was a low scoring affair by the Packers standards. I think they probably average higher than
Yeah,
points per game than
Jordan
what they did
Love
that
looked
game.
like absolute trash.
Yeah,
He
so
had a
that's
few throws that were just
like, what the
it
hell
it,
is
it
that?
has the fan base in a little bit of a panic, and I
Oh
love it.
no! Don't tell me.
I love it.
Who's their backup?
Behind oh,
And are the fans calling for him?
no, it's not that bad yet, but I can't even tell you who their backup is because I think their longtime backup got shipped out. So
Oh,
I don't.
Malik Willis.
Oh yeah, that's right. I should have known that. I watched them play in the preseason game. Yeah, but I tell you what, last year he came in and won 2 out of 4 games for the
Did
team.
he? Yeah, 'cause he's not
Yeah.
too bad. I know he threw a pick six to Khalil Mack so many years ago,
Uh,
but
Khalil
all right.
Mack. Mm,
Mm,
miss you, buddy.
yeah.
Miss you a lot.
Would you have taken him back? You know, some people were talking about before the trade deadline. Oh, Khalil Mack. I don't think I would have
Yeah.
brought him back. You would
For
have,
one
yeah.
season, I would have, yeah. He probably would be leading the team in sacks right now, let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Fact.
Would you take like I mean, even look at him last year. He had a pretty solid season. So even if he had half that season, better than Odengbo.
Yeah. I definitely rejuvenated him a little bit going out to the Chargers.
Yeah,
But when you got Bosa on the other side,
yeah. And it also helps that he's playing in warm weather as you get a little bit older. You know, maybe the cold of the
ooh,
Midwest would start disagreeing with you a little bit. Seems like it ages you a little bit faster, but
sure does.
are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Walked by a dude in the grocery store up here the other day with his Mac jersey on. And,
Nice.
of course, knowing me, I was like, "Bear down." He's like, "Yeah, bear down, buddy." I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah."
Nice. I love when
There's
that
there's
happens.
more Bear fans around than what we care to admit. I mean, they're everywhere, and I love it.
Nice. We've
Mhm.
infiltrated.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
America's team now, baby. We're the international team.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're the world's team.
Yeah.
Okay. But I've always said too, like I really felt that when the Bears do good, it's good for the NFL.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Any of those original franchises, you know, imagine if the Steelers went into the tank and, you have like some of these historical franchises that were just awful. It just seems off. The NFL just seems a little bit off.
Right.
So
So, but with that fact, why the hell are the refs always against us? That's kind of what I'm thinking today. And this until the Bears stop with the pre-snap penalties or just penalties in general, I'm going to keep thinking that the refs are on the other. They're going to be what's going to be the New York Giants and the official team, the
mhm,
officials versus the Chicago Bears today
yeah.
at Soldier Field. Because what is it, 4.5 or 4.5
If
favorites? Yeah,
over and
it's a
under when I was checking last night, 46.5. Uh Bears are 4.5 point favorites. So point and a
so
half plus the 3 point swing for being at home.
so we'll see if the refs let us cover the spread today.
Hmm.
Assholes. All right. So keys to the games. You got any keys for today's game? So what's the game plan going into this matchup?
Yeah, for sure. So we've talked about it kind of early on in there. This run game's got to keep going, man. I think the run game will go, or the Bears will go as the run game goes here. Especially if there's elements and the wind is whipping around there. With that being said, we gotta put it in. We gotta put it in the end zone because the last thing I want to see is old noodle leg out there trying to kick a 40-yarder with a 20-mile-an-hour crosswind. I have zero confidence in that kick.
Yeah.
So we
With a
need
wet, cold
touchdowns.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And kind of before we get too far away from that run game, we talked about the outside rushing. Uh, Giants are giving up like 7 yards per rush
Ooh.
outside the tackles. And that sounds like a recipe of success for the Bears. Now, I'm sure they're going to do things to try to stop that. And that's okay because we can run between the tackles with Manungai as well. Next key for me, control the line of scrimmage, as always. Uh, the Giants got some dudes at defensive end. We
Yeah.
talked about Burns earlier with 11 sacks, but they still have Abdul Carter. They still have Thibodeau. So they have a rotation.
Yeah. They got a
Dexter
little
Lawrence
stable.
in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
uh, perennial Pro Bowl, not having his best season of the year, but old sexy Dexy there. Big dude, run stuffing guy. But we got an answer for old sexy. We got Joe Tooney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Dahlman
Mm-hmm.
and Jackson. Probably one of the better interior threes in the NFL. I like it.
Yes.
I like that matchup.
I'll take it. Yeah, they gotta push today. They gotta hit the sleds.
Yeah. And then finally for me, we got to confuse the rookie. We talked about it. Keep him from having that Snoop Huntley type of game where he's running around, creating plays with his legs, breaking down the defense because we know this defense can break down pretty quick. So confuse the rookie, show him a bunch of looks, see if we can't get him to, give up a few balls here and there for us. And yeah, I think those are my keys to the game right now. How about you?
Yeah. I'll keep the keys the same as they've been to the last number of weeks. Is we got to score touchdowns. That's no field goals. No, we're not
Yeah.
gonna 9-0. The score is 9-3, 9-0. I'm not gonna be a happy Bears fan. We need touchdowns. You got to score touchdowns. That's how you're going to uh, get on top of the opponent and stay there and keep that margin wide as possible all game. You got to score the stinking touchdowns because I'm with you. I don't want this game to be left on a Cairo Santos kick.
Yeah.
Can't happen. Not today. Can't happen. So we got to score touchdowns. We got to be good in the red zone. And I think we do that by probably piggybacking off one of your second point is the run game. Let's keep that going. There's no need to veer away from the success we've been having running the ball. There's no need to get past happy. No. Okay, let's just keep marching it down the opponent's throat. And then, and then pick your spots where you want to throw the ball. But Kyle Monunga, I'd like to see him have another big day. Pepper in with a little DeAndre Swift. And like you said, the Giants defense is really porous along the outside edges. So yeah, run outside with Swift, see if he can't break something loose. He is explosive on the outside, so I'd like to see that as well. I'm with you too. We got to take advantage of the rookie quarterback defense if they can do a good job of like disguising. And let's blitz a little bit heavy today.
Yeah. Let's see what he's got.
Correct. Yeah. Send some pressure. Make him have to make a quick decision and throw the ball. Let's see what he's got. Absolutely.
Yeah. As we say in Chicago, let's see what type of moxie the kid's got, right?
Yeah. Test them early.
Having Edwards,
right
6'7" Edwards in your face, jumping up in the face of a blitz. Let's see if you can get it out.
Yep.
Why not?
Yep. And then too, they're missing a couple offensive linemen today. So again, maybe we could show 7 at the line of scrimmage pre-snap and have the offensive line go. We don't know who's coming, and again send blitzes from the outside with the CJ. He wants to be called CD, but send Tremaine up the middle. Just blitz the kid. Let's get him rattled early. Stay in his face. And then hopefully with pressures like that, maybe our corners could jump a route. Maybe Tremaine gets him a pick. Maybe Byard gets him a pick today. I hope Byard gets one today. That's what I'm hoping. We get 2 takeaways, I hope, today, whether by way of interception or fumble. Maybe one of each, I'll say. 1 pick, one forced fumble, and touchdowns off those turnovers.
Yeah. To piggyback off of what you're saying, one of the keys, obviously, for us is scoring touchdowns versus field goals. Look how different that game was, Bengals, compared to the previous week where they scored the 2 field goals, right? And we talked about it ad nauseum. If against the Ravens, they would have scored 14 instead of 6, been up 14-0 versus 6-0 at the end of the half, I think that game would have had a different result for sure.
Yeah.
Right. This week, the past week against the Bengals, they came out, they scored touchdowns, because if they only scored 6, we were in a track meet, we would have fell way behind. It would have been to the point where we just wouldn't have been able to catch up. So I think with this Giants team, that's the key there. So, I guess now it's prediction time.
Predictions. Chat. Yeah. 56 of you out there watching, throw in the chat. What's your final score predictions?
Yeah, we'll take a walk around the NFL real quick, and we'll put a bow on this thing, huh?
That's right. So
you want to go first? Okay, I'll go first. And I actually changed my prediction because I caught myself maybe being a tad bit optimistic. Okay, just a tad bit. But I'm going Bears today. Bears 28. My original prediction was Bears 28, Giants 20. But like I said, I tempered my expectations a little bit. And I'm going to final prediction Bears 28, Giants 24. Don't quite cover, but they get the dub.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I'm going with the Bears today as well. I think I think this it could be not as fast as a track meet as last week was, but a track meet nonetheless. I mean, I think I've got the Bears like 30-27,
Okay.
where it's going to be a mid to high rangy score and close. So yeah, at 30-27, the Bears do not cover the spread in my guess either.
But they do hit the over.
But what's the over? What was the over
Over
under?
under 46.5. I
Oh,
pick them to
okay.
go over too.
Yeah,
So,
they're going over for
yeah.
sure. I'd definitely take the over on that. Faux show. Yeah. Um, I guess it just depends on how much precipitation's really coming down. Like how slick's the ball going to be? Like how
Yeah.
much are we really going to be able to pass the ball? Because I would like to see. I really would like to see the Bears, you know, go over 30, like say 35, 38. That'd be awesome. But again, with the weather, you just never know.
Yeah.
But just cramming the ball down the Giants' throat will be just fine because it worked against the Bengals.
That's why I had to keep my score prediction under 30. I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, man, you know what? Can they score 30 on this Giants team? Absolutely. The wind might be a little bit of a factor. The good thing is Caleb's got the arm to drive it through it. Sometimes, he doesn't throw the tightest spiral in the world, but for the most times he does. I mean, even on the run, he's throwing darts.
Yeah.
So I think he could cut it through the wind. But I think ultimately what we see here, I wouldn't be surprised if all four of those touchdowns come on the ground. And Caleb has like
Yeah.
a 200-yard game, you know, type of thing. Maybe Monangai and Swift split the touchdowns two apiece type of thing, or we get maybe a Caleb rushing touchdown. Maybe
Yeah.
Monangai 2, Swift 1, Caleb 1. I could see that. So yeah, I mean that's kind of why I stayed under 30. If the wind dies down and we could start throwing the ball a little bit,
Yeah.
I could see the 30s for
Yeah.
sure.
Ben Johnson loves end arounds and jet sweeps in the red zone
Yeah.
too.
Yep. We saw it twice last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
DJ and Zacchaeus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's a great call out. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw, one of those two, or maybe that would be a passing touchdown at that point because he likes pitching it forward too.
Yes.
But
I think that one to Zacchaeus was counted as a passing touchdown.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It counts.
Yeah.
So
I
hey,
don't care.
I think that broke Caleb's touchdownless 2-game touchdownless streak. We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Take it.
Anybody else being brave in the comments here?
55 of yous. Drop in the chat. You got any final predictions? Let's hear it.
We must be on in the background, and that's okay. So
That's quite all right. That's what we're here for.
yeah,
Get you going through just until everybody else's pregame show. That's why we're the pregame show. All right, we're gonna
yeah,
go around the horn now, but you can drop
yeah,
comments even though we're talking about other games.
yeah. So feel free to chime in the comments as we take the trip around the NFL here. So the early game is going on right now. Looks like they're playing in Berlin today. Indy versus Atlanta.
Oh,
Atlanta right now is up 17-13.
wow. 17-13. Atlanta's up. Did Sauce
Yeah,
play today?
yeah. I saw Sauce hit the stat sheet early on. I had the ESPN game tracker going, and I saw that he's up there. Just to throw it out there because I have it open. Daniel Jones, 14 for 19, one TD and a pick.
Ooh.
Jonathan Taylor's already 19 carries for 99 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Pierce is leading in receiving yards with 84. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So Penix got the start today for the Falcons.
How much time's left in that one?
Oh, in that game, there is 2 minutes and 14 seconds in the
Ooh.
third. Colts are in the red zone right now.
Okay.
So
Is
I
that Kirk
think they're
Cousins with the start there?
no Penix. I
Okay,
think we
Penix.
saw the last of Kirk Cousins here. I think he's going to ride off into the sunset.
Well, as he probably should. He had a good go.
Yeah. Hey, and his agent is a Hall of Fame agent with all the guaranteed money that guy's got. All right. Next game. Whew. Saints versus Carolina. Saints at Carolina. A 1-8 Saints team rolls in with the rookie quarterback, Sal, or however you say his name, going against the Bryce Young led Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Carolina.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
welcome
we
for that
we,
Bryce
we
Young pick
handed
you
you
got.
Bryce. Yeah. So
I'm gonna go with Carolina. They're riding high.
yeah.
Okay, they beat Green Bay last week, and they got to be. And the Saints are just pretty bad football team.
Yeah. That's probably more it than I just refuse to think the Panthers are good, but they beat some pretty legit teams this year.
Yeah, they come out of
So
nowhere with a couple of these games. So yeah, I'm gonna give
mhm.
that one to them.
Also in the noon slate, our beloved Bears, we know. But Jacksonville at Houston, 5-3 Jacksonville
It's a
going
quiet
against
5-3. Yeah.
resurgent Houston 3-5 team seem to be kind of found their footing this year.
Hmm.
Finally.
I don't know Jacksonville, man. They're. I saw their locker room at the end of the last game, man. Those guys are pumped.
Yeah.
They're like,
Duval.
don't. Oh my god! How when he did that, I was like, "You're fucking
Oh,
fired. You're fired
yeah. You are
immediately."
cringe, buddy.
Yeah.
Super
Hey, guess
cringe.
what? Step into my office. Why? Because you're fucking fired.
Yeah.
Duval. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville here.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think Trevor Lawrence is playing just good enough.
Mhm.
I'll be real curious to see what they do with that cat moving forward. They gave him a big deal, so I mean, they're kind of tied to him for a while.
They sure are.
Maybe the new head coach has got him going in the right direction. I don't know. Also in the noon slate, Buffalo at Miami. 6-2 Buffalo at 2-7 Miami.
Yeah, Miami's toast.
Yeah, they're just a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike McDaniels isn't there at the next season.
I would be shocked if he was. I'm surprised he's still there. That's the biggest thing, right?
So
Right?
there's
I mean,
that. Yeah.
yeah. I
I'm
get it,
surprised he's
man.
there now.
We cheer for an organization that never fires a coach midseason until last year.
Mm-hmm.
What a glorious day it
And
was.
what a fucking day in history it was.
Yes. Baltimore 3-5 at Minnesota 4-4. It almost pains me that we got to root for the Ravens after
Yeah.
they destroyed the big Mo of the Bears, but
Yeah.
that's what we got to do.
I'm actually going to pick Baltimore to win, not just because I want them to, but I think they are going to beat Minnesota.
I agree with you, man. I think Baltimore's going to win that game.
Yeah.
Lamar's
they're
back.
Yep. And that defense, the pieces came back, remember, for our game.
And they're playing good. Yeah.
And they're playing up against who knows who's going to show up, JJ McCarthy or 9? Who's going to show up?
Right. And then the next game on the news slate very well could be the toilet bowl game this year. 2-6 Cleveland Browns at the 1-7 New York Jets.
Ooh.
After the Jets just traded away their young defensive talent for a plethora of draft picks, both
Mm-mm-mm.
ones and a single two.
Mm.
Pretty sure Dylan Gabriel's still getting the start in Cleveland. Why
And
don't you just go
Justin,
to Shador and get a few
I
headlines? Come on,
what is
man.
that? What I seriously at this, your season's over.
Yeah.
Just put Shador in, see what you got there.
Yeah.
They're so fucking that organization deserves everything that happens to them. I
That's
swear to
that's
God,
true. The
they really
fact
do.
that they're named the Browns and they unveiled their brown helmet sponsored by Dude Wipes just shows you what type of organization that those guys are.
Are you, this is a thing? That's a
Yeah,
thing?
you didn't see that? Where the
No, I
person falls off of the float in the water and stuff? You didn't see
no,
that?
no. I'm looking this up
Oh,
right now.
okay. While you do that, I'll continue the slate here. But yeah, you look for the clip of the Browns brown helmet sponsored by Dude Wipes, where or just put in like Browns player or Browns person falls off a float during helmet unveil. Yeah, absolutely the Brownsest thing I've ever seen. All right,
Oh,
rounding out the noon slate. This game actually, if the Bears weren't in the noon slate, I'd be watching this game. New England Patriots 7-2
hmm.
at Tampa Bay Bucks 6-2.
Wow, that is a
That's gonna
good
be a
one.
good game.
That's a noon game?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Shame on you, NFL. Put that in the
Yeah,
late slot,
come on.
especially with it being in Tampa.
Wow. Wow. I don't know why I'm rooting for the Bucks on this one.
Yeah. You know, on local sports radio here, they're like a CBS affiliate. I was listening to some of the pundits that are saying that New England has like one of the best odds of being the number one seed in the AFC this year. I'm like, no way.
Wow.
So you got to beat. I think did they beat the Bills already? The Patriots? They might have.
That's a good question. Don't know.
So you got to
Wow.
jump over the Bills. Who else in the AFC? I I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how the AFC shakes out. I might have to look into that a little bit further. All right, 3:05 slate, or the 3 o'clock slate. Arizona at Seattle.
Ugh.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Seattle's gonna.
Uh, yeah, got that offense looking a little bit better. Kyler Murray might be the odd man out. We'll see.
Yeah, it might be over for Kyler in Arizona after this season.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
Picking Seattle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Seattle's looking good, man.
I got that clip dialed up. If anybody's
Yeah,
interested.
go ahead. Let's bring it up, man. Yep.
I did not see this. This is the first time I saw this.
Yeah. There you go. I have not seen that one where the actual person holding the camera went in. I saw different angles.
Unbelievable.
That's the
Yeah,
one I've seen. Yeah.
this is a Browns. That is a Browns thing. Unbelievable Browns.
Beautiful. Way to go, Cleveland.
Better you guys than us. My
Yeah.
God.
All right. Another good game. This might be the game I watch in the afternoon slate here. Rams at San Francisco.
Ooh.
6-2 Rams at 6-3 San Francisco.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Rams are talk about like quiet success. The Rams are pretty damn good and pretty potent. Just quietly getting it done. I'm picking the Rams on that one. Although
if the Rams can get healthy, I know Puka Nacua is having a really hard time staying on the field.
yeah.
And Stafford is still having those back issues from preseason.
It's a little long in
Hey,
the tooth.
yeah, yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say whoever wins that game's got the inside track for that division for sure.
Yeah.
Rounding out the afternoon slate, Detroit at Washington.
Oh God.
Washington, after the loss to the Bears, have imploded, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. They are in
Good job,
complete
Bears.
free fall.
Yeah.
Complete free fall. That it was absolutely, like I said before, the mojo. They're like, here you go, hot potato, back at you.
Yep.
Now you deal with that. You go ahead and do that. Man, are they in? They're in free fall.
Yeah.
Ooh,
A little 5-12 season coming up for them.
yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame because it's kind of one of those things for all you Caleb haters out here. If you're in the chat, which I'm probably sure you're not if you stuck around this long,
Mm.
who we should have picked Jaden. Like one of the things that I was saying about Jaden because I liked his quarterback play, I did. I didn't want to pick him over Caleb, but my thing was he's so thin.
Yeah. He
This
looks
kid's gonna
fragile.
he's gonna be injury prone. He's gonna always be dealing with injuries, and sure enough,
Year
can't
2. Yeah.
he can't take too many hits. And so, right,
And he
how many
runs the
games
ball
has he
enough too.
missed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. That where they make that part of their offense. Like, why would you do that? He's not Lamar, and even
Yeah.
Lamar has suffered a lot of injuries because of
Mhm.
that shit. So,
And Lamar's kind of a thicker dude too. He's a lot thicker than old Jaden
uh,
there.
yeah, yeah. Lamar's had time to put some man weight on. I'm just
Yeah.
glad we got a little bowling ball for a quarterback.
With it, that helmet fits his body style. Like it's like a bowling ball on a bowling ball. Looks like
Yeah,
a snowman.
yeah. Caleb's fucking thick. So,
Yeah. The
but
boy
yeah,
thick. Yeah.
that boy thick. Mm.
All right. Sunday night, Pittsburgh at the Chargers.
Hmm. What's Pittsburgh's record at?
5-3 Pittsburgh versus
Five and
six and
three.
three Chargers. Yeah.
Wow. Huh. That might be an okay game too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna tune it in.
Uh,
I have no real rooting interest. I mean,
yeah. Just want to see good
Harbaugh on the
football.
Chargers. I'd like to see that. That'd be a good game.
I'm gonna
Eh,
guess the Chargers defensive ends are gonna be up Rodgers' ass all night.
Yeah.
Watch
I think,
for Rodgers a lot of pouting tonight.
yeah. Just Khalil Mack all up in his
All up
business.
in his ass. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Chargers on that one.
I am too. I think have a little bit too much offense for that Pittsburgh D. And Pittsburgh is so limited on offense. It's DK Metcalf or nothing, it seems like.
Yeah.
A decent run game, but nothing earth shattering. Not no 144.4
Yeah.
yards a game or anything.
Not
But
enough to keep pace with the Chargers offense.
yeah. And then the Monday night game, Philly at Green Bay.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely tuning into that one. Go Philly.
Yeah, go Philly. Yeah,
Fly
absolutely.
Eagles fly.
I'm okay to hear the song this week. Yep, I'd be okay hearing it.
Absolutely.
And then you hang a 2-game losing streak on the old pack. Oh man, the wheels could start falling off in old
Let's
Packers fandom here, and bring it
let's
on.
let's fucking get it.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
I'd like to see the wheels come falling off that wagon.
The game that was on while we were on as well, Denver and Vegas. Is it time to limit these Thursday night games? They're god awful.
Yeah.
Even if you have good teams, the quick turnaround, we're not seeing good football. And it's been like that for years.
Yeah. Can you believe they were flirting with so we have Monday night, they wanted a game on Tuesday, keep Thursday, have a game Friday. Like, dude, knock it off,
Yeah.
NFL. Knock it off.
You can't say you're here for player safety when you make them play 3 and 4 days rest. That's not a thing here. Come
Yeah.
on.
I could
I
see
mean,
going to the negotiating tables, man, to maybe limit the Thursday games. I like you said, man, they've been lackluster for a long time.
yeah.
You know,
And they usually did a pretty good job putting just unimportant matchups on Thursday Night Football, but that was a divisional game,
hmm
and it just was terrible. You go
yeah.
back and watch some of the highlights and stuff, it's just not sharp football, and I don't know. I mean, I do know why we have it. It's not about the money, it's about the money, but still, you know?
It's
It's
absolutely about that money.
yeah,
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. It saddens me that we have to watch degraded football on Thursday night, and it's yeah, who knows? I'd be curious to really be able to talk to players and see what they really think about it.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. So
Yeah,
that's our trip around the NFL, ladies and gentlemen.
that was it. Nobody commented today. Come on. There was at one point there was 60 of yous. Now there's still 55. Nobody last minute little guesses. Tell us your Bears Giants predictions. Really quick. Get it in the chats. Get it in the
Mhm.
chats, y'all.
Bring it up. Ooh.
Cause yeah, we I type mine in, y'all can see. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll be curious. I know after this, I'm gonna throw on some pregame. I want to see what Soldier Field looks like in terms of field condition. You know, if it they truly got a bunch of that snow overnight or not. I haven't checked. Kind of rolled out of bed and got ready to go here this morning.
There we go. See?
And that's how it's done, my friends. Mm.
Let me see here.
Gonna throw up my 28-24 in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Beautiful.
What was, so give it to me one more time?
28-24, baby.
Ooh-wee.
Bears. So we'll go. All right, man. And I think with that being said, I think it's ready about time for us to go put a dent in the sofa,
That's right. Let's go.
huh?
Let's get it. Bear down.
Bear down,
Bear,
baby.
bear my ass down on my sofa.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you all on a midweek show. Until next time, bear the F down.
Bear down.